He's from Boston, right?
D-Town, son.
Boston.
My name's Geoff Cameron from the Houston Dynamo, and you are watching Futbolr TV.
Jeff, what's up, man?
What's going on, man?
Thank you for sitting down with Futbolr TV, man.
Pleasure.
Last time I saw you was a rookie.
Back, what, 3 years ago?
3 years ago, man. And, you know, it's been a pleasure watching you this past 3 years developing. How you feeling?
Feeling good, man. Feeling good. Coming off of a tough injury last year. Did a lot of work in the off season, trying to get it strong and rehabbed and all that kind of stuff. So I'm ready for a big season this year.
Take our viewers back to where you came from. Obviously, you know, where you started playing, what town, what state.
From Attleboro, Massachusetts, about 30 minutes outside of Boston, 15 minutes outside of Providence. I went to a private school, Providence Country Day.
Okay.
We were Rhode Island champs. We were like 22-0-1.
What club team did you play for?
Played for Bayside United.
Okay.
And I played for the Boston Bolts for a few years, and then I ended up going to Bayside United. Played with Danley Borman at University of Rhode Island.
Okay.
First, I went to school at West Virginia for 2 years with Dan Stratford and Andy Wright, who's playing over in the championship right now.
Mm-hmm.
But my last 2 years at University of Rhode Island, I ended up playing with Danley, and who now is a member of Toronto FC.
Yes.
Got traded yesterday. I was hoping to grab dinner with him last night, but things happen, you know.
But does that show you how much of a business this is?
That's it, man.
Yeah.
It's tough, you know, going through the negotiations and trying to sign a new contract. It makes you more aware of like how much of it is a business, and you know, you got to take care of yourself as a man, and you know, especially if you have a family or anything, you know, 100% it's a business.
Now, you guys had a lot of success, and you know, recently had a tough season last year. How do you guys adjust into that, and what do you tell these rookies?
You know, just we try to get our swagger back a little bit. You know, I remember coming in and talking to Corey before and saying, you know, my first year, we knew how to hold out a game.
Mm-hmm.
We knew how to, if we're up 2-0, we know how to just stay compact and just make sure we're gonna, you know, win out this game. Where last year it was trouble, you know, like we would get up 1 goal and then all of a sudden we'd let 3 in, or just little things like that. I think we weren't all on the same page, and this year in preseason was a good preseason. Obviously, first tough game at home. But it's just one of those things where you dominate the game, you can't put the ball in the back of the net. You have a few opportunities, you don't score. But at the end of the day, you can take out the positiveness out of it and just say, you know what, we played really well, we got to finish a little bit better. And then we didn't play our greatest in Seattle, but we got a point out of it. And that's something last year that we wouldn't have done.
Mm-hmm.
You know, last year we would have given up another goal in the 90th minute, but we held on strong and we got a point out of it. So just little things like that where you come in, they try to look up to the older guys and say, you know what, we need to settle down, make sure that everybody's in the right position, work for one another.
Mm-hmm.
If a guy makes a mistake, be there to cover for him. It's just little things like that where I think will help out this year.
Now, let's talk about a little bit of your experience playing with the national team. You got a chance to go in camp in January. Previously, you got hurt, and you had some, you know, some unlucky situations. How'd you feel in national camp? Do you know, at that level playing with the international?
I feel pretty good. Yeah. I feel like, you know, hopefully I'll have a few more opportunities to prove myself and whatnot. But it is difficult because you go in there for the first time, and a lot of those guys have been playing with each other for a long time, you know, with the youth team and whatnot. So it's a different kind of environment to break into. But, you know, saying that, you just kind of go about yourself. You know, you're not comfortable. You're reserved a little bit, and you just, you know, and try to be the quiet one to figure out his ways, you know.
Fit in.
Yeah, and it's just it gets tough because, you know, different coaches have different styles, you know, and you got to adjust to that, little things like this and that. And I think, you know, it is difficult to adjust to, but I feel like, you know, I can play at that level for sure, and hopefully I'll get more opportunities.
Do you have an idea what Bob Bradley is looking for you to bring to the team,
you know,
or to get on the team?
Yeah, I'm not really sure, you know. Like, for the only thing for me I can do is, you know, I was told if, you know, just to play consistent, make sure I'm playing my best. So at the end of the day, if he looks at me and he says, oh, he's doing really well, then we'll bring him in. Yeah. The only thing I can control is how I play, and that's the way you got to look at it.
Definitely. Definitely. Now, can you talk a little bit about what it means to you to now have your own stadium in Houston as they continue to build?
It's honestly it's kind of a relief. It's been a long process. They've been talking about it since I first got there. We're gonna have a stadium this year, and then it doesn't happen, and then you get the hopes up a little bit. But now it's in reality, it's in the process of being built. For me, it's a great way to kind of finalize a real team where you have your own facility to train, you have your own stadium, and you're not working out at the University of Houston. Just little things like that make it more realistic. And I think we all enjoyed our preseason, in Florida at the Wide World of Sports. Just facilities like that, and you have the own stadium and all that. It's cool, man. And you got stadiums like Red Bull, Dallas, Seattle. I mean, Seattle's just the environment like that, and I think we have a great group of fans here in Houston.
Why is Seattle the way it is? It's like a different country.
It's unbelievable. We're talking about that with the rookies, our first game.
Yeah.
We're like, listen, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy loud. It's gonna be hard to talk to players on the field. So make sure you're screaming, make sure your ears are open, and you're focused, because you can get distracted pretty easy.
Yeah.
And it's just, I'll never forget it. It was my first Champions League Saprissa in Costa Rica. And you walk out, and I was 2 months away. 2 months ago, I was playing at University of Rhode Island, and I was like, this is crazy, and you feel the environment. You feel that passion from the fans, and they're jumping, screaming at you the whole time. You can feel their breath coming off. It's crazy.
Yeah, your heart's pounding.
And you're just looking around, and you're like, man, this is... And I can understand what they're going through, because 2 months ago, they just got drafted, and they were playing in the College Cup. So it's just crazy environment. But I think we have that in Houston. And with that new stadium, I think we'll be roaring.
We want to say we're big fans of yours, and we definitely think you're deservingly right to be an international USA player. And it's only a matter of time. And I'm calling it now. You will be on the roster for Gold Cup. I know you're not concerned with that. You're just dealing with the Houston Dynamo, but I'm definitely going to see you in the Gold Cup. And I can't wait to visit you wearing those red, white, and blue colors, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
And I wish you best of luck the rest of the season. Stay healthy. And thanks again.
No problem, bro. I am Geoff Cameron, number 20 for the Houston Dynamo, and I am a footballer.
Thanks.
Futbolr.